Happy Monday, and thank you for tuning in to another Monday Motivation with your girl, Christine Love. Yes, woo, y'all, this special one for today, okay, is because our church was on fire yesterday. What I love about my church is not just about going to church and listening to someone preach. You know, that's called a dead church when you don't receive any spiritual fulfillment, if you don't have any learnings, if you don't just walk away feeling like different, right? That's considered a dead church. My church is far from that. Every time I go, I swear it applies to everything that's going on either in my life or somebody I know, or just it's where I need to be, you know. So I get fed every Sunday. So with that being said, my inspirational quote is based off of our Sunday service yesterday that I wanted to share with you. When we have that empty, lonely feeling that we all sometimes feel, that there's something missing and that nothing else can truly satisfy, when we can never be able to enjoy life to the full or be happy for very long, it's because Jesus has created in each of our hearts a vacancy, a hollow spot, an emptiness deep in our hearts, an aching void, and that special place just for Him that only He can feel. When I tell you that our pastor dug into it and got into this and letting you know that the art of living is through your heart, I can't even explain it. I just have to take a little piece of my sermon and show you so that you can see what we had going on yesterday.
It's not always important for us to search and see how our joints are doing and how we're feeling physically. It's important to see, how's your heart feel? How did you rest last night? Did you bring anything from last night into this morning? What is happening in your soul? Because the blood does more than just pump blood. It pumps health. It pumps peace. Y'all, it says if you want to really live, it says that it gives us health. In other words, y'all, we might be in the midst of a diagnosis of some kind. We might be in the midst of some kind of sickness. We might be in the midst of something that we are walking through. And I'm not saying that all of a sudden it's going to stop. But what I'm saying is, if we understand in our heart that we have a healer, if we understand in our heart that we have somebody that's going to give us restoration, if we understand in our heart that we have a Savior, if we understand in our heart that we do have somebody that's able to do immeasurably more than we can ask or imagine, then spiritually, that is what we are projecting to the rest of our body.
When I tell you this message was on fire, because it's too many times people are out here living thinking that they have to have somebody, right? You know what? It's nice. And here's the person that has someone telling someone you don't have to have someone. That's classic, right? But it's the truth, you know? Before I got into my long-term relationship with my husband, I was into myself. I put God first. I cleaned me up because that void I was feeling, right? And when I filled it with God, and that just sounds so, when I filled it with God, no, it's serious, y'all. Because you can have a man or woman laying right beside you and still feeling empty. You can have all the money in the world. You can have all the kids in the world. I mean, you can literally think that you have everything and questioning to yourself, why am I so empty? Why do I feel so sad? I have everything I want. I see it all the time with these celebrities. They have money, right? But it's still not enough. You can just see through our phones, our social media, through the TV, you can see that there's nothing behind their eyes because they are missing something. They are missing what God said, Him. He's the only one that can fill it. And once you feel that emptiness with Him, anything else that comes in your peripheral or in your circle, it'll feel better. You'll feel whole, right? You can just have Him and still feel that feeling of wholeness. And someone coming along, man or woman, you know, that's just an additional piece of fulfillment. Feel that whole. And I don't know how to say anything more than that, because it does more. This heart does more than just pump blood. That's how we become decent people. You use your heart. Your heart controls everything in your body. And that's what's wrong with the world now. People are not using their heart. They're making bad decisions. They're doing evil things because they have that void and they can't figure out what it is. So if this message is hitting you and it sounds like this is something that you need to do, all you have to do is pray. Say, God, I'm ready to fill that void. So anything else after that, that's just an addition. So let's do that for this week. Let's fill our hearts with love. Let's fill that void with God. And I tell you, and I promise you, life gets better. Awesome. All right, that's it. That's all I got for this Monday. Cut and dry. Cut and dry. And I'll see you back next Monday. Have a great week.